Venus, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday at noon. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. If you feel you need a therapist, please go to Google, type in therapy, your city, Psychology Today will pop up, click on that, and it will have qualified therapists in your area. Also, the views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other damn therapist for that matter. Boom, shakalaka done. Okay, getting to the questions. This is one I get a lot from a lot of people. How do I know that I am not a narcissist? Okay, here's the deal. If you are worried about being a narcissist, you are probably not a narcissist. So here's the thing. Narcissists do not have introspection at all. Like none. Zip, zero, zilch, nada. They don't ever go inside and they don't ever ask questions like, what was my part in this? Did I harm this person? Oh my gosh, I need to make an apology. They never make apologies. They never are introspective. They don't look inside. They don't question. The craziest thing is the sanest people walking the face of the planet are the ones who think they're crazy, and the craziest people walking the face of the planet are the ones who think they're 100% sane and they've never done anything wrong in their whole lives. So when somebody is narcissistic, they have got an extreme sense of entitlement. Like, the world owes me, I'm right, you're wrong. It's very black and white. They've got a lot of split thinking. They feel they need to be treated special regardless of whatever is going on. They take credit for things that they have not done. They exaggerate their academic scores or the whatever. They lie like a rug. They gaslight. They use people, and they don't effing care. They don't. They have no sense of common decency, number one, but they also don't have a sense of remorse. There is no remorse. There is no there. They don't feel remorse. They don't feel empathy. Normal people, you and I, are able to look at somebody, and if they are suffering, we go, oh God, ow, I know how that feels. Oh God, how must that feel? Oh, geez Louise, you know, that's empathy, being able to put yourself in another person's shoes. Narcissists can't do that. They get angry if somebody is suffering in front of them. It pisses them off. How dare you cry in front of me? How dare you have emotions? How dare you be a real normal human being that has, oh, I don't know, a soul? You know, that's kind of their thing, is that they are soulless. Like, literally. I mean, what is the definition of a healthy, happy, normal person that has a soul? It is somebody who feels. It is somebody who loves. Narcissists do not love. They do not love. Their brand of love is not love. If it hurts, it ain't love. It hurts. It ain't love. So they are soulless in that they don't have empathy. They don't have remorse. They don't have regret. They don't feel another person's suffering and want to make it better. Healthy, happy, normal people want to make it better in some way, shape, or form. Now, of course, that can veer into codependency if you're not careful. But a healthy, happy, normal being goes, okay, how do I make this world a better place? What can I do to make this better? How can I end the suffering? How do I teach people to detach? You know, how do I make this place a better place? So, but narcissists, they're literally me, I, more my genitals. That's all they care about. They do not care about another living person or creature. They objectify everybody. Like, you and I have no more use to them than this pen. If we can't be used up, then we're thrown away. If the ink runs out, it's thrown away. That's us. If we stop giving them supply, we're thrown away. Or if they find a better supply, we're thrown away. Did I mention they treat us like objects? Did I mention that there's no there? There's no there. There's no there. So anyway, that's how you know you're not a narcissist, is if you love, if you are empathic, you feel, you know, you have empathy for other human beings and other living creatures, right? Pets, dogs, cats, whales, dolphins, whatever. You are not a narcissist. Narcissists always insist that they are right. Always. They literally say, I have never made a mistake in my life. I have never been wrong. I'm not lost. I'm only temporarily confused. That was my dad's favorite one. It's like, oh, I'm not lost or I'm not wrong. I'm only temporarily confused. Damn, dude, just admit you're wrong or you're lost. Come on. So they also don't apologize. Because why? Apology means acknowledging that you have harmed someone and that you need to make amends and that you're owning it. Narcissists will never own their own shit. Ever. Not on this or any other planet Earth. Not on this or any other planet in the universe. They don't. They don't have that empathy to be able to go, damn, I hurt you. Shit. That's not what I wanted. I love you and I don't want to hurt you. So let me own this. I am sorry and it will never happen again. And then it never happens again. But with a narcissist, you know what they do? This is a narcissistic apology. I'm sorry you. I'm sorry but. I'm sorry you made me. I'm sorry I got caught. That's the big one. They're not really sorry. They're sorry they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They don't give a flying fuck about anybody except themselves. So if you are worried that you are a narcissist, you are probably not. Now, have we picked up fleas from our narcissistic partners or families or whatever? Yeah, it's a possibility. But fleas are fleas. Fleas means that it's behavior that we have learned. It's a learned behavior, and we can squish them. We can get rid of them. We can chop their little heads off, and we can replace it with better, healthier, happier, wholer, more empathic behavior. So that's the difference. And people who have fleas can get rid of the fleas and become healthy, happy, whole human beings. Narcissists never will. I had somebody try to argue with me on that the other day, and I'm sitting there looking at them going, they, listen to me now, believe me later, watch my lips, do not, let me say it again, they do not get better. Ever. Why? There's no empathy. There's no there. There's no there there. There's no soul there. There's no, I mean, there's a soul, but there's no ability to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and a willingness to own your own shit. There's none of that there. Their egos are so fragile that they have to be right. So I want you to think like your stereotypical dark triads. I want you to think like Stalin, Hitler, you know, people like that. Never wrong. Never wrong. Always right. Always right. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, I'm sorry, if you're human, your doo-doo stinks. I'm sorry, all of us make mistakes. It's gonna happen. And anyone who tells you that they don't ever make a mistake and they're never wrong, run. Do not walk to the nearest exit. Run, because you're dealing with somebody who is dis-fucking-ordered. Tell you what, right there. You can take that to the bank and earn money on it. So anyway, okay, there is that. So you are not a narcissist if you are worried about being a narcissist. And if you are taking appropriate action to squish whatever bad habits, fleas, that you picked up from your abuser. So there is that question. All right, normal anger versus narcissistic or borderline rage. Okay, so Pima Chodron talks about how our bodies are the sky, okay? Our bodies are the sky, and emotions are the weather. So emotions come and go. Emotions come and go. You know, you have an emotion, it crosses the sky, it goes, right? When you are dealing with somebody who is disordered, how to explain? All right, anger is the easiest emotion to access. It is. Why? Because it's primal. It's part of the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. It's part of the 4 Fs. So when a threat hits the amygdala, right? Threat comes in, real or imagined. Real or imagined. Remember, this little guy's stupid. He can't understand the difference between a real threat or thought about a threat or daydreaming about a threat. Have you ever done that? Have you ever been like, what would I do if I was in the bank and it got robbed? Oh, shit. Well, next thing you know, your heart's pounding like crazy and your head's racing and everything else because the amygdala is responding as if you are in the bank getting robbed. It can't tell the difference. It's all here now, here now, here now. So it can't tell the difference between a real threat, a thought about a real threat, an imagined threat, you know, just daydreaming, an emotional threat, a thought about an emotional threat, or some real shit that's happened in the past. So when a threat hits this little guy, it tells the hippocampus, hypothalamus, oh my gosh, we need cortisol. Cortisol is our stress hormone. Why? Because our body is getting tensed up and ready to fight, flight, freeze so that the predator walks on by, or fawn, give in to the predator so that we don't get harmed. So fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So, okay, now we're tense, right? Well, okay, there's nothing to fight. There's really nowhere to run. Can't really fawn, you know, depending on what the thought is. So we're sitting here like this. racing heart, racing heart, racing heart, racing thoughts, racing thoughts, racing thoughts, and these puffy little breaths that don't go anywhere. So now the oxygen CO2 exchange is completely wonkified, okay? So, okay, you're not getting any oxygen in here, which is really not good because now you're really not thinking clearly because there's not enough oxygen, which tells another part of the brain, holy shit, we're gonna die. What the fuck? We need more energy. That then tells the adrenal gland that sits on top of the kidneys, okay, adrenal gland, release everything at once. Release, release, release. Pfft. Now we've got all this adrenaline flowing through us. Now we're shaking like a leaf. Now we're tense like nobody's business. And we're taking puffy little breaths and racing thoughts, racing thoughts, racing thoughts, pounding heart, pounding heart, pounding heart. And at this point, we either go into your stereotypical panic attack, which is, oh my God, I can't breathe, and boom, you keel over. Or you turn into Bruce Banner, the Incredible Frickin' Hulk, because that's part of the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. So you either go into a panic attack or you become enraged, okay? So what happens is anger is part of our primal response, right? Because if you're pissed, if you're like, people are going to leave you the fuck alone for the most part, unless they're crazy or suicidal. Seriously. So that's part of the reason why people do that. They go into the anger. But here's the deal. With a healthy, normal person, normal in bunny ears, you know, healthy person, okay, anger comes and goes. You're able to acknowledge the anger. And here's the other thing. Anger is always based in fear. Let me just say that again. Anger is always based in fear. It is the fear of being harmed. It is the fear of being killed. That's why people get pissed, because, oh my God, I'm going to die. Holy shit. So anger is the bodyguard of the softer, more vulnerable, more a little frightening emotions such as sadness and fear. Because I can guarantee you, if you were raised in a narcissistic household, sadness was not allowed. I used to get punished for crying, which is why I never cried until I was probably an older teenager, probably 16, 17, and was leaving the home because I was like, fuck you, this is not normal. So, yeah. So anger is an emotion that lets us know that something needs to be paid attention to. If we're getting angry about something, where is the fear? Where is the sadness? Where is the hurt? Where is the fear? Okay, something else is going on. So anger in and of itself is not a bad thing. However, caveat, raging, no bueno. So, all right, normal anger, normal anger. Something hurts us, something harms us, something makes us afraid, right? And we go, ooh, right? And we're able to go, oh, shit, I'm angry about this. Why? Because I got hurt, or I'm afraid, or whatever. And that's what healthy, normal people do. I hate to break it to y'all, but actually people really do process emotions, and they're not even aware of it. Us, on the other hand, having come from abusive households, we have to really sit and think about it. We have to really be like, whoa, 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 I'm angry. Where's the fear? Where's the hurt? Where's the harm? Okay? So healthy people are able to process it and go, ooh, I'm angry, and then vocalize it. I am angry. I feel angry when, right? I statement, I feel angry when this behavior happens. Now, what ragers do is they look for reasons to be angry. They'll make shit up. They'll hear things that were not said. They'll, create chaos when none needs to exist, and they will rage. Why? Well, in my dad's case, he was an addict, right? He was an opiate addict, an alcoholic, and he was just an abuser. When he would rage, he would get a high off of that. Anger releases endorphins, dopamine, serotonins, all the feel-good chemicals. That's why if you ever go to an AA meeting and you see the old dry drunks, it's like they've quit using, yeah, sure. And they're at AA meetings, yeah, sure, but they're pissed as fucking hell they're sober, and they're just mean, mad all the time. That's because they're stimulating their endorphins, their dopamines, their serotonins that they're not able to get from their drug of choice. So with abusers, it is a high. It is a way to feel powerful. It is a way to feel in control because you're controlling somebody through the rage. How many of us started walking on eggshells around our abuser when they started raging? How many of us constantly walked into the house going, okay, what's the temperature? What do I need to do to stay safe? How do I stay out of their radar? How do I not get hurt? So it's a training thing. They train their target by doing these incredible rages, right? Because now the target starts making the world smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, trying to appease somebody that will never be appeased. So raging can go on for hours with these people, like literally hours. They will rage and scream and throw things and, you know, just wind themselves up. And the only thing you can do at that point is walk the fuck away. You do not have to be their audience. And will that piss them off? Yeah. Let them have their temper tantrums somewhere else. You don't need to be witness to it. So normal anger is, ooh, God, that makes me mad. Ooh, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? I'm feeling anger. Why am I feeling anger? Okay, I've been hurt, or I'm angry, or this isn't fair, or, you know, something, right? And you're able to vocalize it. I feel angry when this event happens, which means I've been hurt, and this is what I need in order to feel safe, right? That would be a healthy, normal kind of display of anger, right? A rage is where it's irrational. It doesn't make sense. They start throwing word salad, or they start throwing things. Okay, abusers always throw shit. Either they throw it to hit you, or they throw it to intimidate you. And then they rage for hours, usually on into the night, and usually keeping you up, because again, it's usually coupled with other forms of abuse, such as sleep deprivation. So normal anger is, it comes and it goes. You know, we are the sky, emotions are the weather. It comes, we pop up, we deal with it. Little thunderstorm, okay, and it's gone. You know, it does its business and it's gone. So, but what happens with abusers, whether they're malignant narcissists or malignant borderlines, is they are not just going to allow the emotions to come and go. They are the emotion. I am my anger. I am this. And they relish in it. And they don't care who they hurt while they're doing it. They don't care who they terrorize. They don't care who they frighten. And oftentimes, and this is what breaks my heart, kids are subject to hearing this kind of crazy raging. I mean, the kid may not be in the room, but they sure as fuck hear it, you know, and it sure as fuck terrifies them. You know, I can remember when my dad would be off on a tangent and I would be sitting in my room going, holy shit, I'm trapped. How do I get out of here? So the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response would happen in me. So yeah, if somebody is raging, you know, people can be angry. There's nothing wrong with anger. Anger is a good emotion. It's what you do with it that makes it either helpful or harmful. If you're directing it at other people, that's harmful. If you're acknowledging it and going, ow, I'm angry. This makes me angry. I feel hurt. I feel scared. I feel whatever. I statements, owning it. Hello. Do you see where I'm going? And I need this to feel safe. Then that's different. But if you're sitting there, you, and doing it for hours and keeping people up and scaring kids and scaring dogs and scaring cats and hamsters and everything else, no, that is not normal, okay? So the difference between healthy, normal anger and a narcissistic rage is healthy, normal anger. We are the sky. Emotions are the weather. Comes and goes, comes and goes. We acknowledge it. We let it rain. We let it do whatever it's going to do. We take responsibility, and we send it on its way. With a narcissistic rage, it stays. And they are that rage. And they don't want to be calm. Have you ever noticed when you're trying to calm down somebody who's in a narcissistic rage, the quieter you get, the nastier they get, because they're not getting their narcissistic supply. They want you to be the bad guy. And that's why they want an audience, and that's why they want you to stick around for their little temper tantrum show. And that's when you leave. When somebody starts raging in my office, I kick them the fuck out. It's like, come back when you can keep a civil tongue in your head. Bye. Not playing. Sorry. So, you know, there is that. And of course, now that I'm doing it telemedicine, that very rarely happens now. So, but yeah, that's the difference between healthy anger and narcissistic rage. So I hope that explains that. Okay. PTSD and CPTSD. Okay. So post-traumatic stress disorder, after the fact, traumatic trauma. It was a horrible experience. Stress, anxiety, disorder. You're not dealing with it well. Okay. Some people get it, some people don't. And the difference between PTSD and CPTSD is the C stands for it's ongoing. It's constantly happening. It's like The abuse is there daily. It's not just a one-time thing. So with PTSD, it is a one-time thing. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder it's complex. It happens over and over and over in different ways, over and over, different types of abuse, over and over and over and over, ad infinitum. So that is the difference between the two of them. So traditional PTSD is a one-time event, car accident, being involved in a robbery, getting mugged, that type of thing. Or witnessing something horrible, seeing a car accident, seeing a train wreck, that kind of thing. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder is that the trauma is happening on a damn near daily basis. It's happening over and over and over and over and over, maybe in different ways, but it's still happening over and over and over and over and over. So that is the difference between those two. Okay, well, I hope that answered the questions. I do get that one a lot. How do I know I'm not a narcissist? Well, obviously, if you have empathy and you're worried about it, you're probably not. So that's a comfort. Normal anger versus narcissistic anger. Remember, we are the sky. Weather is the emotions. It comes and it goes, But with a rager, it doesn't come and go. It comes and it stays, and they own it, and they are it. I am my anger, that kind of thing. And it's used to punish. Healthy, normal anger is just our body saying, you've been hurt, do something, right? You've been hurt, you've been harmed, do something. And it's the fear of being hurt and harmed is what drives anger. But with them, anger is used as a tool to manipulate, control, intimidate, shut down, etc., their partner or whoever else is around them that's not playing their game. So there is that. PTSD, CPTSD, PTSD, one-time event. CPTSD, complex, multiple events. So that's the difference. Okay, guys, tomorrow on We Need to Talk with Chris Godinez at noon, I'm going to be discussing financial abuse, but I want to take it from all sorts of different angles, not just, maybe family of origin or maybe partner, but friendships as well, how they can, if they are disordered, use financial stuff and try to control. So we're going to talk about that. All right, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow at noon. Bye.